Hi, this is Glenn at GoodWorks Auto Repair. Today I'm going to talk about the importance of doing simple maintenance items on your vehicle, such as changing the oil. Yesterday we had a Mercedes-Benz come in a 2008 with about 100,000 miles on it. This lady apparently was not aware of the frequency with which she needed to change her motor oil. So when she came in, her complaint wasn't that the motor was ticking or doing anything funny like that. It had all kinds of check engine lights on and codes that were ranging from crankshaft sensors to camshaft sensors to misfires in several of the cylinders. Well, these new modern day engines, the way they're engineered, they use oil pressure to control the various controls for the timing in the engine to keep the valve train in time with the pistons and so on and so forth. And all those little electronic signals have to be working in sync. What causes them to work or not work efficiently is oil pressure. So when we heard the engine run, we heard a lot of ticking, and so my tech took off pulled the dipstick, and he saw something like this on the dipstick and said, "Oh my God, what happened?" And it's pretty obvious what happened. This is not bearing grease, but it sure feels like it is. And so we felt at that point that the problem that was related to all these codes and the drivability issues that she was having was caused by oil pressure. So we went ahead and opened up the oil filter cavity and pulled out the oil filter. Now this is what the filter looked like. It was completely plugged, and the oil could not circulate through this at all. And so we had to do literally 4 oil changes on this vehicle using cleaners 3 at the times in order to get this thing to clean up. So this is the original first oil filter. As you can see, some of that same sludge is on there that I showed you on this piece of cardboard. This was inside trapped. After the first oil change, this was the second oil filter that we put on there, and there's still huge pieces of dirt and sludge that got trapped into this filter. After the third oil change, this is more like what the filter should look like after the oil is changed. You can still see a lot of little particles, looks like coarse pepper inside of it. And this is still pieces of oil debris that were still stuck inside of the engine that were being loosened by the cleaner that we used. So we'll find out on the next oil change what the fourth filter looked like, because that one's still in there. But the importance of doing this, once the oil was changed on the vehicle and these filters were changed, all the codes went away, nothing returned, the drivability issues were resolved. So something as simple as not changing your oil can create a lot of problems. This ended up costing this lady $600 to do the diagnostics, to change the oil 4 times, 9 quarts of synthetic oil in this vehicle, and it cost her that kind of money. Had she just done a regular oil change on the vehicle, it would have been around $100 if she had changed her oil regularly. Instead, it cost her over $600 to reverse all the damage that she had done by simply not changing the oil. And essentially, it could have cost her an engine, because the depletion of oil pressure can also cause the engine to fail completely and lock up. So she was very fortunate, but you know, that's a good lesson learned by her, and hopefully by all of you who are watching this, that changing your oil is an essential and important thing to do in these modern day engines. Thank you.